guys, this is Titli and you're watching Titli B. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing great and I have been a little busy here and there for a few days. But what really happened between days is I finished one of my most anticipated read. But it took me a little bit more time than I expected it to be. Yes, honestly, I thought it would be done within a week or two. But holy moly, it took me about 1 month and 1 week. Yes, today I'm talking about The Children of Blood and Bone by Tomi Adeyemi. Okay, if I'm pronouncing it wrong, I'm really sorry. I don't know how to pronounce the surname, but it's already, I think, Tomi. Yes, Tomi. I'm sorry. So for that, without any further ado, let's begin. Let's talk about this book. So the story set is in Odisha and not Odisha, Odisha. Odisha is a magical land, an utopia obviously, and where people actually have some magical powers, or they used to have magical powers before the magical powers were taken away from them. Our main protagonist Zelly used to be one of them, and her mother used to be a reaper. Now what is a reaper? A reaper is someone who has power over death, where they can actually manipulate the dead and take powers from them. So Zelly has lost her mother and her magical powers at a very young age by the people of the king. Okay, this king is somebody I really hated throughout the book, and I will be telling you later why. So this story has actually main 4 protagonists, Zell and her brother Zen. Okay, this took me quite a time after to pronounce his name properly, because the T in his name is silent, and I learned it's not the Zain or Tezin or whatever it is, it's Zen. Okay, I am having quite a name problem with this book. And Amari, who is the princess, and Inan, who is the prince or the crown prince at that moment. These 4 children who are actually very different from each other but comes together in some circumstances. Now as the story begins, Zell, who is a diviner. Okay, so now diviner is somebody who has some special power that is gifted by the mother sky. Okay, they actually have some magical powers. There are actually 10 clans, and our main protagonist Zelly is from the first clan. And the story begins when our main protagonist Zell went to sell a fish to the king's palace, not king's palace, at the land of king's palace, to bring back money for taxes. Okay, now this is, if you have a diviner at your house, you have to pay taxes. And yes, that tax is more than normal. Why? Because they are just letting your offspring, the diviner offspring live, and for that you have to pay taxes. That horrible this kingdom is. I really hated them, like seriously. So when she went there, she accidentally ran into princess who was actually fleeing away from the castle because of her father. Okay, I'm not going to give away everything. The princess was not only just fleeing away from the castle, her father's torture, but she took away something very important to bring back magic, the magical scroll. Okay, this is said that if a diviner touches this scroll, they actually get back their magic back temporarily. And that's why she took it away from her father, because she knew he would destroy it so that no magi ever can get back their powers. So she was taking it away and running away when she ran into Zell. And Zell and her brother Zen helps her to get away from the king's men. But not for long. They actually went back to Ilorin, where Zen and Zell were actually living, and burned down the whole village and did horrible things to them. Even the papa and Mama Akba. Mama Akba is the trainer of Zell, who was actually a diviner who have the power of visions. Actually, it is called to be sheer, and when she touches the scroll, she also gets back her power temporarily and gets this vision that 3 of them, that is Zell, Zen and Amari, are on a path to conquer back the magic. Yes, that's what she tells them and sends them to this a great adventure of bringing back magic. So And through this journey, when Amari, Zen and Zell went to bring back magic, a lot happens. A lot happens, and honestly, you can see this book is not this thick for just any reason. And I did not took about 1 month and 1 week just for anything. This book is too detailed. Like after like 70 chapters, it starts getting better. Like really better. And the last 10 chapters, I sabotaged my sleeping time. I did not had any snacks, and that good the climax was. The fighting scenes were well described. The beginning of magic, every scene is well described. Okay, one of the best thing about this book is the character development. There's a great space of character development. At the beginning, we start with this 4 character, and by the end, it is so well developed and so diverse that you actually have to appreciate it. We don't see really much of character development in many books. Like there's this monotonous tone of a character that stays throughout this book, but this particular book actually gives you quite a good flavor of character, except Zen. Okay, this is my biggest pet peeve throughout this book. I mean, this book like has everyone's POV, from Amari, Inan, Zell. All the 3 characters gets their POV, but not Zen. I wanted to see his POV. I wanted to see how was he feeling with this princess he was liking, with his sister being always in trouble and he's the one coming to save, and this prince who actually the brother of princess, and also this very big enemy of theirs, and the back and forth characteristics of Inan. I really wanted to see his POV. I'm just hoping that there's some in the next book, which is coming in December. But throughout this book, I was just hoping like one chapter dedicated to Zen, because he was actually part of the main 4 protagonists. Then what happened? Why not him? What did he do to make you angry? What did he do really? So yeah, that's one. And secondly, about Inan, most of the reviews that I went through, everyone was really angry with Inan, but I don't think I was really angry with Inan. He was very interesting. Like he was this guy who blindly followed his father. He was very much influenced by him, that he didn't know to do anything by his own. But after he met Zell, he falls in love and he tries to do things for right. Yes, he no more really cares for duty before self. He tried to save Zell. At times he did everything he could. Okay, he was stupid, I gave him that, but he wasn't an irritating character. He was something that was adding spice. His back and forth mannerism, his indecisiveness, that was make him who he is, because he was so influenced by his father that he was even ready to kill his sister. Like once in childhood, he gave this huge mark with his sword to Amari's back. So you can see how much influenced he is by his father. And this father, okay, this king, as I said at the beginning, I'm going to tell you later, this king is, I don't know, aimless. When he learns that his, okay, spoiler, go away, his son also have magical powers, he did not think twice before killing him. Okay, Inan dies. I have this conspiracy theory though, which I'm not going to tell right now, but if it happens, well, that would be great. But he kills his son. He was ready to kill his daughter, and he was like, I'm saving family from magic. I like, please save them from yourself. He was the killer in the family. He was the one who took away magic. He was the one who was ready to actually kill his son. Like, what the hell? He has no aim. He was like, saving myself. I don't know. Throughout the book, we learned that he was doing this to save his family, but when he learned his family has magic, he kills them too. Like, this is stupid. Like, if this king, I'm not going to say much, you get that gist, like how much I hate this king. Okay, about that. And next is this book has quite a good pace. Like, although at times it feels super boring, but it will keep you go on, because authors has built quite a great curiosity throughout the book, so you won't be putting it down till you know what happens. It has a great ending. The climax scene is absolutely beautiful, and the detailings, although I hate to say I'm not a very big fan of details, but I think that's what actually needed for this book. These 500 pages are just beauty. So if you're planning to go on a fantasy read, just pick this up. This book is as good as its cover. So great that I had to download this PDF and read in my mobile as well as this book. So how much stars I would rate it? It would be like 3.5, because Inan's death made me sad. I kind of liked him because he was this prince. He didn't know what to do, but he started actually to root for good, and why not? And another character who really interested me, I'm not going to say his name, you go and read and discover it. I can say that he is a magi. Yes, obviously he's a magi, but he is kind of a dacoit, or this band. He has this band of people who is ready to kill people just like that, and that character is super badass but super cool. So go and read it. I'm not going to say the name. Go read it and tell the name in the inbox. So that's all. I think it is too hot right now. I'm just going to end this video and go and lie under the fan. It's super hot. You can't even imagine. I need rain. That hot it is. So don't forget to subscribe, comment and like. I have been sitting in hot room, so do it. Do not forget to follow me on my Insta account. I will be putting the link in the description below. Tell me which book you are reading this month and which book you want me to review on. See you then. Bye bye.